Everyone is concerned about, my goodness, what's going to happen if we do have this huge spike of people getting sick at the same time. And so all of that is creating a lot of fear, and that fear is understandable. But we can also decide to step up and lead and really, bulletproof our mindset to remain in spite of that, positive.
Hi, I'm Michelle Bosch, real estate investor, mom, wife, and host of the InFLOW podcast. And I'm passionate about helping women invest in land and apartments. Join me each and every week for real estate investing strategies and interviews with thought leaders that will leave you inspired and ready to step into flow for inflows of cash, inflows of ease, and inflows of grace in your life. Now, here on YouTube are the video versions of my podcast, and in order for you to get my latest information, please go ahead and subscribe. And now, let's go.
Welcome to the InFLOW podcast. I'm your host, Michelle Bosch. Excited to have you guys here today on another episode of InFLOW. And I am actually now, with everything that is going on, in the world right now, what I have decided is that I would like to come to you guys much more often. I'll continue to have guests and of course, amazing women thought leaders, both in real estate and in other industries that we can learn about how they manage their money and how do they also inject inflows of ease and grace into their lives. So that will not change. What I would like to do is start doing a little bit shorter type of episodes where I can really give you what I think would be most crucial right now under the economic conditions that we have right now in the pandemic going on with the coronavirus is, or COVID-19 is these mind vitamins and money vitamins that I'm calling them that for lack of a better word. But what I'm trying to do is really create, health around your finances and health around your mindset, because I think that is the two most important things that people are fearful about right now in our, in the current world that we live in. Everyone's scared of getting sick. Everyone is scared of getting a loved one sick. Everyone is concerned about, my goodness, what's going to happen if we do have this huge spike of people getting sick at the same time. And so all of that is creating a lot of fear, and that fear is understandable. But we can also decide to step up and lead and really, bulletproof our mindset to remain in spite of that, positive and keep our mindset really strong with a good, positive outlook, with the enthusiasm and with the faith and conviction, that something great is on the other side of whatever, we're going through right now. And so I'm going to be giving you guys, mind vitamins and also actionable tips that will help you with your money, strategies on land flipping, on multifamily, whatever it is that I am employing myself right now, I will go ahead and share those with you guys going forward. And so you're going to have me here, much more often on these, shorter solo episodes, in real time, play by play. And so expect more of these and to give you really, like I said earlier, the strategic advisory that I believe right now we all need when it comes to mindset and when it comes to our money, because that's the, the health of our finances and our physical health right now is what everyone in the world is fearing. It's what, it's what is at stake right now, with a lot of people having, shut down their businesses because they cannot congregate in groups of 10 or more, and at least here in the city of Phoenix, state of Arizona, we don't have, we have restaurants are down, bars are down, retail is closed. And so with all of that, there's definitely going to be an incredible economic impact coming upon us. And I want you guys to be able to pivot and still make money no matter what's happening in the economy, because I'm going to be teaching you guys and sharing with you, during these episodes, what we're actively doing ourselves. So with that having said, I'm going to be here on full warrior mode with you guys and really model for you, what it is to be in a great positive state and injecting, also vitamins into our finances, both our personal finances, our business finances, so that, you know, we can create our own independent economy regardless of what is happening in the economy. Yeah, because that is what is in our control. So so just a few weeks ago, you know, this whole thing about mindset and really doing something to create an income stream, possibly through real estate, possibly through whatever it is that you've been exploring, you know, an MLM or whatever it is that you were exploring. For me, you know, I can only speak of real estate because that's what my background is. That's what we specialize. That's a one singular activity that we do, you know, incredibly well. We have been doing this since 2002 in all economic conditions. And so I can only speak of that. But just a few weeks ago, you know, being with a good positive outlook and having, you know, the right multi-million-dollar strategies sounded like a good idea. And now it's more than just an idea. It's an actual necessity, you know. It's a necessity that, you know, we just turned a corner, like I said, just a few weeks ago. And so we need to, right now, more than ever, you know, remain confident, remain strong in our convictions, remain strong in our faith. And I want to share with you guys two of those mind vitamins today. Two vitamins. One will be a mind vitamin and one will be a money vitamin. So the money vitamin is, if you're in the land flipping space, and that's what I want to start with right now as my focus, because we are exactly doing this shift right now as we speak in our own businesses. And the practical tip that I have on the, you know, on the land flipping side is that now is not the time to, you know, to contract into a turtle, like I said in our prior episode, and stop sending mailings. Now is the time to continue sending mailings, but more importantly, continue sending offers. And the offers should not change. Just because the economy is changing, it doesn't mean that all of a sudden you're going to be offering more. On the contrary, I'm going to say you want to stick, you know, to those lower ranges of 5 to 25 cents on the dollar on your offers, based on the, you know, offer calculator that we have inside of our CRM software, our land profit, you know, maximizer software, and which is called the investment dominator, in case you guys don't know. You want to stick to the lower ends, you know, depending on the type of property that you're going for. Yeah, we had a State of the Union where we said, you know, you want to pivot into the higher priced properties, but just because you're pivoting into higher priced properties, it doesn't mean that your offers will necessarily go up. It means that you're going to have to get creative in terms of, you know, putting those properties or controlling those properties through options, or, you know, with longer double escrow periods, in order for you to find a buyer, a suitable buyer, without having to use any of your own money, and continue basically flipping. So that's one thing. So don't stop making offers. If you send out mailing and you're already spending money and putting the pedal to the metal in terms of mailings, now is not the time to basically, you know, play diddle daddle and sit on those phone calls that come back. Now's the time to really act, you know, 2-3 times a week. If you want to, you know, time block times during your day, because we're all at home, yeah, right now, to work on offers. That's definitely going to be of supreme importance for you to be focusing on your time right now, is sending those offers out, and not just sending them out like we've traditionally sent them out, but actually using, you know, our land profit generator methodology to its maximum. Inside of our land profit generator method and program, we have a letter that says, you know, why is this offer so low? Now is the time to pull that letter out and have that accompany your offers, and really, in a way, recession-proof your messaging in your offers, recession-proof your offers by including this and saying, okay, this is what's happening in this subdivision. There's nothing happening. And with the state of, you know, of affairs in the economy right now, you know, this is a, you know, I could provide a great way to really, you know, alleviate you from the burden of property ownership and property taxes, and have a cash injection, you know, for your family and for your finances right now. If this is a piece of land that, you know, that has been going nowhere, that, you know, that you're not interested in continue to own, and so on and so forth. So you want to continue the low offers that we've been doing, and that we've talked about, and that we have consistently done since 2002, through a recession, through a boom, through a recession right now again, and that work, that range of percentage between 5 and 25 cents, depending on where the property is at and what type of property. You want to continue doing that. And what you want to do now is you want to recession proof that offer with with a strategy like the template that is part of our Land Profit Generator Method program that talks about why is this offer so low, and really explaining to your seller why your offer is low and why it is imperative and a necessity probably for him to get rid of his property and alleviate himself of that property ownership, the burden of property ownership right now. And then you're going to show him exactly how you're going to save them, how you're stepping up, serving your seller, and getting them out of that difficult situation, and creating a win-win between you, your seller, and the buyer that you're going to be marketing to this property as well. So that was my money vitamin for today for you guys. My mind vitamin is something that I do every week, every day. And that it's usually in the morning. Traditionally I would do this once Sophia was in school, but since Sophia's here, I just roll with what's happening right now, and basically wake up. The very first thing I do is give thanks, because regardless of what is happening out there in the world, I'm healthy, I'm safe, I have food, I live in a wonderful home, my family's healthy, my family's safe, and gratitude is so important. Everything that you appreciates. Your breath, the very first thing that I notice, even when I wake up in the mornings, the very first thing that my consciousness perceives is like, oh my gosh, I'm awake, and my breath. And I take 3 deep breaths that, where I try to inhale and send that breath all the way to my belly, and up my spine, up my lungs, all the way to the crown of my head. And so that's one of the things that I do. And then the second thing that I do is, before I start working, and this is a mind vitamin that I want to share with you guys, or the strategy that I use, is I have a little sticky note that or a little piece of paper where I have what I call my incantations. These are nothing more than positive affirmations that I use to help me, set up my mind straight, set up my intention for the day, so that I can feel strong for today and powerful and center and grounded no matter what happens during my day. So I'm going to read them to you, so that hopefully this inspires you to create your own incantations, like I like to call them. But they're nothing more than positive affirmations. And for you, maybe, this is just an idea, of one thing that you could do. For you, perhaps it could be, a walk in nature. Perhaps it could be, listening to Joel Osteen, on your phone if you're walking out. Or maybe it's listening to, your favorite minister or your priest or whoever, you listen to for faith, for spirituality. It could be, a teacher, a mindset teacher, whoever it is that you resonate with, that's another thing you could do. You can also read, a powerful piece of scripture, or something that is going to make you feel strong and powerful to start the day and give you that intention for the day. So for me, like I said, incantations are my mind vitamin that I'm going to prescribe for you guys today. And that mind vitamin is in the form of the incantation. And these are mine right now. I'm going to read them off for you. The very first one is, I am a messenger. I am a messenger. We are all messengers here, and we're all here to deliver some sort of message. Maybe the message that I'm here to deliver is this message of, a mind vitamin or a money vitamin to you all. But for you, maybe it is a message of hope, a message of love, of connection with your spouse, with your children, with your family, with your parents, if your parents are older right now and they're possibly scared, we're all messengers. So for me, that's my very first incantation, is in that I understand that that's what I'm here to do. whether in the capacity through this podcast or in my family or in my daily interactions. I am a messenger of good and love and enthusiasm and positivity. Yeah, I am a catalyst for growth is my second affirmation. I am a catalyst for growth. My third one is I am a warrior of light. Yeah, in the midst of all this fear, which feels heavy and which feels dark, we want to be warriors of light. Number 4, I am abundant. I am prosperous. I am swimming in money. I am a conduit. I am wealthy. I possess ever-increasing bandwidth for the power and purity of my great work and my dreams. I surrender to my purpose. I accept it. I acknowledge it. I expect it, I and my great work and dreams cannot be contained. I am an architect of visions of abundance. So I normally don't share, I am an introvert by nature, and I don't necessarily share or don't feel comfortable sharing. It's not that I don't want to share, but I don't feel comfortable sharing, things that are so deeply personal. But I think now is the time to really, share with my audience and with you listening, what works for me, because it could probably trigger an idea of something that could work for you as well. And right now, it would be an act of hoarding, just as people are hoarding toilets, to hoard basically something that is a strategy that is working so incredibly well for me, and that it could be working for you as well. So what are your personal incantations? What are your personal affirmations that you can add to your daily routine, to your daily practice, that could mean a mind and a soul and a spirit vitamin, so that you can go out there and start your day strong and powerful and grounded and centered, no matter what is happening around us, in these times of pandemic and of an economic downturn. And I hope you guys enjoyed this. And if you are looking for more money vitamins, more, money and financial strategies on how to bulletproof and recession proof your income, we are actually right now, at the time of the release of this podcast, we're still, open during our Land Profit Lab, which is a 5-day free course, crash course on land flipping, if you're new to land flipping, that has worked for us and continues to work for us, no matter what has happened in the economy. It's working for us right now. It's working not just for us, but for countless of our students that we have been teaching this, even, during a recession, and that have been incredibly successful. So if you would like to join us, that is Land Profit Lab. It is a private Facebook group in which we're holding it. It's not inside of our big main Facebook group, but it's inside of a smaller one called the Land Profit Lab. And if you would like to register and still get the materials and watch the replays and binge watch, because we're all at home right now, you can go to lpglab.com and register to get, the notes or the guide, so that you can take notes as, you are going along through the sessions. And I hope that this leaves you inspired to go get your incantations, your personal affirmations going, or rediscover or start perhaps a new practice, during your day that can bring not just inflows of cash, but also inflows of ease and inflows of grace in your life. We need them so much right now. And excited and so happy and grateful that we were able to spend our time together today. And I look forward to spending time with you guys in the next episode of InFLOW, with either a guest or another mind vitamin or money vitamins for you guys. Thank you so much. And until the next time.
I hope this episode left you feeling inspired and ready to get inflows of cash, inflows of light, and inflows of faith in your life. I welcome your reviews on iTunes. Please leave me a review and help me create an amazing community of women in flow. Thank you, as always, for sharing your voice by going to michellebosch.com and joining the conversation about this show. And while you're there, grab a copy of my 10 Commandments to Living a Life in Flow. You can also follow me on Facebook at Michelle Bosch and on Instagram at Michelle Bosch Official. Thank you very much, and until the next one.